Hello there! A while ago I created several mount guides for Final Fantasy XIV, and so today I decided to start on my Minion guide. Now, I know I can't do all the minions in the game at once, otherwise this video would be like 3 hours long. So instead I decided to do it in sections. We'll be looking through the minions A through Z, and this will be naming off all the minions under A. And in the upcoming days I plan to move on to B and the rest. We are naming all the minions that have come out so far, so any minions that come out after this day will be added to later videos. Now, as we all know, minions are little pets or toys that can follow us around in the game, but they're just there for cosmetic purposes. You can summon them from the minion guide in the character menu, and you can only have one minion summoned at a time. Some of them can even perform special actions, which I will mention, as well as their abilities, which comes from the Lord of Vermilion. This is where we can have all of our minions do battle with other minions, and each minion has different status and abilities. Now, most of the minions that I will be mentioning can be bought from the market board, so I'm going to save myself the trouble of repeating myself by having this little star symbol at the bottom of the screen. So if you do see it, you will know that this is a special minion that you cannot get from the market board. And even if you could, oftentimes the price range are so high, you usually can't get them. So this is mainly a guide for beginner players who are looking for a particular minion but aren't sure where to go. So we are going to be mentioning all the minions in this video that begin with A. So we have 6 already to talk about. We'll begin things with the Accompaniment Node. Summon the node and marvel at the advanced technology of the Allagan Empire. Constructed by Ironworks handyman Wedge solely of parts retrieved from a deactivated Azus Law guidance node, this refurbished machina retains none of its guidance capabilities present in the original. And its little phrase here is, "To proceed, please agree to the terms and conditions of use." And it says here, "To proceed, please agree to the terms and conditions of use." This minion can be obtained after completing the level 60 side quest, Do It for Gilly. You have to first have completed the main scenario questline for Heavensward, and you can accept the quest from a Garlean Ironworks worker by the name of Norachal Camps in the Pillars, specifically at the airship landing. After completing this quest, the node is given to us by Wedge. Now this minion hovers after us and it lights up and spins around, and for its ability for Lord of the Minion is known as the Gravity Field, where it delivers an attack of a potency of 60 to all enemies in range while reducing movement speed by 70% for 10 seconds. Moving on, we will move on to the Angel of Mercy. Summon your Angel of Mercy minion, come and save me tonight. A missing tinker has recently returned to Udall claiming to have been rescued by an angel. While most believe the man to be merely a recipient of a passerby mage's kindness, he has since dedicated his life to creating an automata in the image of his heavenly savior. And it says here, "You are the angel of beauty who gave me my life and stole away my heart." Now, the Angel of Mercy was part of the Valentino's Day seasonal event back in 2017, so getting it in the game is no longer an option. Thankfully, it is possible to get it from the Mog Station under Minions, and I will mention the Mog Station here from time to time. So this little angel is still easy enough to get for just $5, and for its ability, it's known as Raise Shields, which instantly restores damage to any ally shields. Now this next one is one of my personal favorites in the form of Anima. Summon your Anima weapon, from your heart and from your hand. Finally, people will understand your intentions. Adashir fashioned this new body utilizing the Anima's original soulstone. No longer limited to the immediate vicinity of the Anima weapon, it is free to explore the realm at your side. Whether it will grow to become a real boy or girl, however, remains to be seen. And it says here, its phrase is, "The Anima took on a corporeal form." The Anima is a minion that is a reward from completing the Anima weapon questline. For those of you who don't know, it's a long series of quests that will help you improve your weapons throughout the game of Heavensward. Now this was a big pain in the butt in those days, but they have since made it much easier to obtain the weapons. And near the end of the questline, after nurturing your weapon, it takes on a new form of Anima. And you gain this minion after you complete the quest Body and Soul in Azus Law. Its ability is known as All That You Are, which increases the attack of all allies in range by 25 for 6 seconds. Now, the story for it alone is enough reason to try to earn this minion, and when you do, I believe it's one that's well worth the effort. Now, this next minion is one that you can get from the market board, though it usually goes for a pretty high price. The Assassin Fry. After several turns of the sun sloshing about in the depths of a ninja beta's belly, this freshly hatched fry has given up swimming altogether and taken to the skies. How spending time in a belly can inspire a fish to flight is something one who has only spent time in a belly can know. And we have a phrase here which says, they say never to look a gift fish in the mouth. Now this is a minion that can be obtained from desynthesization, but only by desynthesizing the ninja beta. It is a fish that can be caught by the fisher job in Mordona between 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. under gloomy weather. But it also requires that you have a gathering of 359 or higher. Now, its special action is called Assassinate, which delivers an attack 5 times the potency of the caster's attack. And it also has very special movements, such as if you use Poke on it, it causes the fish to swim around in a circle. Slapping it hits it away, and if you use the hand over emote on it, you will be able to feed it. And if you come across 2 Assassin Fry minions near each other, they will turn about and stare at the other. Now here is our first minion that we can actually craft on our own, the Atrophied Atomos. Putting money where this void send's mouth is merely results in devoured money. While the means by which this otherworldly devourer of ether became trapped in a treasure coffer is most certainly a mystery worthy of further investigation, the real question on everyone's mind here is, why did you let it out? And its phrase here is, let all know that a new threat to the peace has emerged. The Atomos is a minion that is crafted by a level 60 alchemist, and so it requires a Master Alchemist 3. And you will need a craftsmanship of at least 620. The recipe itself has a durability of 70, progress of 558, and quality of an 8,377. For the items needed, you will need 99 water shards, 1 glazed nut, 2 growth formula thetas, 3 vials of dragon's blood, 3 pieces of gelato flesh, 3 Atomos corpulents, and 1 pinch of dawnborn aether sand. So getting the ingredients can be a little bit tricky if you are really determined to make this by hand. As for its special attack, it's called Cyclone, which renders all allies within range immune to attacks by poppets for 5 seconds.
Attendee 777. Gyoshin labored through several nights to fin-craft his tiny Namazu, though the happy stitchwork is clearly Goyuri's. He intended to make it in the likeness of the 777th attendee, but soon lost count, so model selection was ultimately random. And its quote here is from none other than from Sirena. I am happy to have met someone so delish a depth of hand. So here is another Beast Tribe minion, and can you guess which one it's from? Yes, that's right, it's from the Namazu. In this little guy's case, you have to have at least reached a trusted rank reputation with the Namazu, or higher before it's made available, and you can buy it from Gyoshu at the stall. They are as cute as their full-grown counterparts, yet not as smelly, I'm guessing. Aurelia Polyp. Hitching a ride in the basket tank of a submersible proved an enlightening experience for this infant wavekin, allowing it to listen in on the incessant mumblings of the vessel's pilot, a mammoth voyager tasked with taking an audio log of all discoveries made. And its quote here, "Tonight we will feast on the jellyfish while my jealous fish of a brother drinks in his tears." Now that's cute. So this little minion is what it sounds like. It's a miniature Aurelia, or a tiny jellyfish that hovers and swims about your head. It's cute, it glows, and it floats about in the air like it's swimming. Now, it's only acquired from the Deep Sea Site's 3 submarine voyages, so you'll have to go to your company's workshop, build a submarine, and hope that when you send it out, it will come back to you. Or you can be like me and be too poor to pay for it all, too lazy to actually get to work on doing it, or you just hate waiting like I do. Either way, whatever the situation is, you can get it from the market board, which is hands down the easier option.
And finally, we will discuss the Axolotl Eft, which is another tricky one to get, because there truly is nothing more adorable than an ugly Lilliputian face on the body of a moist-frilled salamander. The retainer who wheeled in the specimen claims it is the fabled 100-eye Axolotl, but at a glance it is short at least 98, nor will the man say where he found the creature. For now, it shall be called the Axolotl Eft until such times as naturalists decide what it actually is. And for it, like this little phrase here, it says, "The plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil," which is said by none other than Godbert. Now this little creature is one of the newer minions that was added in Stormblood, and you can acquire it from the Waterside Exploration 22 and Fisher Quick Explorations. And so you will be needing a Fisher retainer with a level that is high as possible before you send them out in explorations, and you just have to hope that you get one back. So it's all basically luck of the draw, really. Sometimes you get lucky, other times not so much. And like the star at the bottom here shows, you can get it from the market board, but it usually does tend to cost a bit on the high side. For its special action, Eft in Charge. So it doubles the amount of HP restored to all allies stationed in gates for 20 seconds.
Okay, so that's going to be it for now. Now look, I know that isn't much, but I promise I will be getting around to doing them all. Don't worry, but I decided to take a slower approach to this. So instead of doing like 40 to 50 minions at once, I will be doing them alphabetically, and I'll be able to update these more regularly. So the minions under B should be coming up pretty quickly. Now getting through all the minions may take a while, but I want to thank you all for your patience. And again, patch 4.3 had come out just over a week ago, and we will undoubtedly be getting more minions later on in later patches, and I will be adding those in later videos, so there's no need to worry about one being missed. So until then, I hope you enjoy this.